Hello students, we are going to perform the experiment of LR circuit. Actually you are already provided with the 4 PDFs for the different experiments, and out of that LR, CR, LCR, series and parallel, everything is there in your theory. So you already have the idea what happens if the AC is applied across independent L or C or R, means the inductor, capacitor or resistor, or even their combinations, that is LR, CR in series and LCR series and LCR parallel. Out of all those circuits, the simplest one is the LR and CR, and we are going to perform actually LR with the apparatus, and circuit is already provided to you. Now you can understand firstly what is the aim of this experiment. We are interested to determine the value of L. Actually this is the L means inductance coil, and its value is known to us, but we are going to perform the experiment to find out the value of L, and that will be obtained using the graph and calculations. But before that we have to go with the particular connections. As you have seen in the circuit diagram, that we are providing the signal or the AC signal. This is the signal generator, and you can see this is frequency in hertz. These are all the notations. I have kept it on 1. See here, this is on 1, and then I have pressed the button of 1K. So 1 hertz into 1K. So this is 1 kilohertz. Throughout the experiment we are going to keep the frequency constant, and this is the knob for voltage. Actually you can keep the voltage at a particular fixed value so that it will be simple for the calculations or easy for the calculations. So I have kept it at 15 volts. Okay, so this signal, AC signal, is with frequency of 1 kilohertz and 15 volts. Okay, this is the sine wave. Now first we see the connections. See, this signal generator we are providing with these two terminals. One is connected to the moving coil, means to the milliammeter. See, this is AC milliammeter, so it is connected to the milliammeter. We can simply connect it with the knob, or even we can use this type of wires. From this side, means the second point is given to the coil. This is the coil where we have these 2 points. So this is given to the coil, and the coil next point of the coil is connected to the resistance box. I hope you have seen this resistance box. All the keys are indicating the particular value of the resistance, and this point from the resistance box is again connected to the signal generator. Okay, this is the signal generator. In the PDF you already have the observation table with you, where it is supposed that we will be changing the value of the resistance, that is load resistance RL, and accordingly we are going to note down the current. So I'll just show you few of the readings in which you can see the variation. Initially I'll go for 100 ohm. Okay, so this is 100 ohm, and you can see the value. Now here in the current meter, see, this is 5, 10, 15, all are in milliamperes, but between 0 to 5 there are 10 lines. So one line corresponds to 0.5. So here you can see this is 15 and one line. So it is 15.5 milliamperes. Okay, so this is your first reading. Now secondly, when we go to the next value of the resistance, see, I am just increasing the resistance. Now it is 200 ohms. Obviously the current is decreased. I hope you understand. As resistance increases, the current is being decreased. So here it is 14 milliamperes. Similarly we can check for the various values. So in your observation table, your resistance RL will go on increasing, and you can see 2 more readings. Like see, now it is 400. So it is 11.5. It is 11.5. Or we can go with the higher values. See, now it is 900 and it is still decreasing. Okay. Yeah, it is still decreasing. And you can even check one point, if you go for infinite resistance, obviously the current will be 0. During whole this process, we are going to see, or we can even check the voltage. Initially, we are supposed to check the voltage. See, this is the multimeter, and I think in the last semester you have just provided the demo for the DMA, digital multimeter. See here, this is the common point, this is the point for voltage or resistance, and you can move this pointer wherever is necessary. These are all the DC voltages, so this indicates you can go up to 20 DC volt or 20 volt DC. Similarly, this is for AC voltages, so this is 20 volt AC. Okay, and these are the 2 points, and we can just check the voltage here. Since the current is 0 now and the resistance is infinite, we will check the voltage whatever is provided. Now it is showing 13.50 volts. See, it is showing 13.49 or 50 volts. Okay. Okay. Now you have to go back to your PDF, and you can see that the graph of particular values of Z square and R square. Z square and R square is plotted. As you change the R and corresponding current, Z can be calculated. Now what is Z? Z is impedance. As you know, resistance for the DC circuits, Z is taken equivalent to the resistance for the AC circuit. So when you plot the graph of Z square versus R square, you get the nature like this. There is the intercept on the vertical y-axis, and using the value of this intercept here, root of intercept upon 2 pi f, you will get the value of L. Our aim of this experiment was the same, that we want to find out the value of L, which is actually known. Whichever coil we are using is known, but that we can verify. This is 2 pi f. Why we have taken 2 pi f? Because the angular frequency omega we are dealing with. This f we have kept constant, that is 1 kilohertz, means 1 into 10 raised to 3 hertz, and k value you will get from this graph. 2 pi is fixed, it is constant, so finally you will get L, and whatever value of L you will obtain, that will be in Henry. Its unit is Henry. So that is how we can perform the series LR circuit. And finally there is series CR circuit, which is performed in very similar manner. Only difference is that according to the expected readings, we have to keep the frequency 10 kilohertz. So that is the only difference. Otherwise the things are absolutely similar. Thank you.